What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We'll jump right into the video. If you guys saw the last video, we took the C5 Corvette out for a rip alongside the Mustang GT. My wife was driving the Mustang, I was driving the Corvette. On the way back, the car did throw a check engine light. I was going not like ham, but like I was, giving a couple of good pulls here and there. So did throw a check engine light. I kind of wanted to check to see like what that is. I do have my scan tool. I'm gonna check the oil real quick just to make sure, still have oil, everything like that. I did do a quick once over when we got back home. Everything seemed to be fine. I don't know what the check engine light was, so we'll see what that is going to be. Then I also have to update you guys on the Ram Rebel. We have some really interesting stuff that's coming for this thing. I feel like literally with this thing, the build is going so fast. I barely have time to even film anything for it. But first thing first, let's check out the C5 Corvette. Let's see what's going on with this thing first, and then I'll inform you guys what's going on with the Ram Rebel. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely no mechanic, but just did a quick, simple check. Check the oil, make sure there's oil still in the vehicle. Make sure that there wasn't anything shiny on the dipstick. Pulled the oil cap, looked at, just to make sure it's like no coolant or anything like that. There's no head gasket or anything like that. I don't think it's anything crazy because the vehicle drove fine. It's just the, just threw a code. This came on, could be a sensor, I'm assuming. So, do have my scan tool. I don't know how well this one will work, but we'll just give it a shot. We'll see what it does. It is off currently, but I don't know if it's gonna come back. There is a way you can check the codes that are stored with the actual vehicle itself, which is cool. That's how I was able to find out with the security code. Like, you can see how the Corvette has the security light that's on, that was staying on even when the ignition or the key was in the ignition. That's how I was able to figure out it needed a new ignition switch. I was able to pull the code from the car and it was able to give me a readout. But I'm gonna try this first. We'll see if this gives me anything, and then if not, I can try to run through the codes on inside of the vehicle, see if it gives me any type of information. Let's take a quick look. OBD2 port is right here in the middle. Let's plug that in, and then we'll put the car in the on position. Then let me just do a quick readout. This is saying no codes found. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how well I trust this one because of when I had the Jeep Wrangler still, and like the Jeep kept throwing a code randomly and then it would unthrow it. Every time I would check with this, it wouldn't show the code. So I'm kind of like, does this thing even work? I don't know. Let me try doing the self-diagnostics in the Corvette. Don't know why my window wipers are cutting on right now. Did I turn them on? No, I think I might have. Yep. Well, it's showing some old codes, but the way to do it is if you, yeah, there you go. You see no codes. But the way to do it is turn the car off real quick, put it in the on mode, get to, yeah, I have literally no fuel left in this bad boy. Go to the odometer, hold down the options button, then press fuel 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagnostics. No codes. Okay, I mean, I won't argue. Saying no codes, there's no fuel in here, literally at all. On our way home, I almost ran out of fuel. So who knows, maybe, I mean, it was low, but it didn't cut on when the fuel got low, so who knows? I don't know. At least for right now, it seems to be fine. So I guess that's good. I'm gonna probably pack everything back up because I had the roof off. I'm gonna probably put the roof back on and just close this bad boy up. Pop that, and I'm gonna put the roof back on and do everything else I gotta do inside of here. But yeah, we'll get everything set. So I know to a lot of C5 owners, you already know this, but if you don't have one, it's so cool. The roof literally fits in the back, so you can take it off and like have it in there. I like that a lot. That's even cool because that's what you could do with the Jeep Wrangler. Like with the Freedom panels in the front, you could take them out and put them at the back, so you can always just swap it in and out whenever you wanted to. That's a nice thing, so you can just, you know, take the roof off whenever you want, then put it back on. So that's a cool feature. Definitely love that for that. My first time ever like really driving around with it with the roof off. It was fun. I liked it. And just like that, we're back, packed up. Everything's looking good, so that's good. So yeah, I mean, once again, the C5 Corvette has done its job. It's been the, I want to say reliable, but for the most part, yeah. Once I got everything figured out with it, it's been pretty good. No problems. I've been able to just go out to the canyons, run it hard, and then drive it back home, and it's been great. Now that we do have the actual truck, we can really try to do some actual like track days with this thing. So that will be the goal. That'll probably happen, I want to say like next season, I want to say, if we were to do it. So we'll see. But for right now though, the C5 Corvette, it's been doing great, so I'm happy about that. But we have some interesting information to tell you guys about the Ram Rebel. As you can see, this is the state that she's in right now. Okay, cool. I figured it would be easier if I just come in here and talk to you guys. Wow, it's so insulated in here. I don't really, every time I sit in the passenger seat, I'm like, man, this is like cavernous. There's so much room in front of me. Like literally, I'm like, look at this. Look at this room. Get to the driver's seat. Look at that. It's perfect. Okay, so some news and some updates for the Ram Rebel. We are doing a lift and tires. That's actually going to be installed later this week in like a couple of days. So we're planning on taking this thing on a long cross-country road trip in like the next maybe like 2 weeks or so. So I'm trying to get the thing ready for that. I won't have everything that I want to get done to it, but like we have a lot of the bare basics, like the bare bones. We have the camper shell for the back so the dogs can be comfortable. I'm doing the wheels and tires. Well, I'm just doing tires. I actually like these stock wheels, so I'm doing different tires on the stock wheels, and I'm doing a lift kit. So it's a full like kit that's going to be going on. You guys will know more when it's installed and everything like that. I'll let you guys know that. So all that's going to be happening. I was going to try to either get a rooftop tent, but I probably won't need it for this trip that we're going to be doing, because we're going to just, this trip is just going to be basically, we're just going to be driving down back to Buffalo. So we'll just be driving straight. I don't think we're going to really do any like camping anywhere. I don't think we're going to really like stop too long anywhere. If we do stop somewhere, we'll either get a hotel or we'll just like do what we normally do, just keep driving. One of us can sleep and while other person drives, because there's obviously so much room in the back. That's kind of what the whole point of this vehicle was. So we probably won't need it on that first trip. I wanted to get a Dometic fridge and I was looking at the different power solutions, so you can just always have constant power inside of the vehicle. I was looking at either getting like a Jackery, or I think it's called the EcoFlow River 2 Pro. That's what I was looking at. That may or may not happen. That probably won't before that trip, so we'll see. But we're going to be doing a lot more of them, so you know, I'm not really concerned. So I just want to get a couple things here and there. So, but the truck is actually being built out pretty quickly, which is nice, because with this, I knew what I wanted to do. Obviously, when I traded in the Jeep Wrangler, I wanted something that's gonna be bigger, better for road trips, better on road. Still wanted it to have some off-road capabilities to get to certain trails and certain places, so we can camp, can overland. But this vehicle is gonna be mostly on the road and doing long haul travel. So that's kind of the whole point. So we're getting it built out for that, and I'm excited for that. And I'm excited to do a lot more road trips. We're actually gonna be taking a smaller road trip, I think down to Vegas this weekend. So that'll be its first like real, I guess actually no, we drove this thing out to Coachella for the camping. So we did that. That was only like, I think like 2 hours maybe away or something like that. So this is going to be definitely longer, going to Vegas and back. So we'll see how this bad boy does. It is going quickly and I'm excited for it. I was thinking of doing a exhaust on here, but I don't really think I should, just because I don't want it to be super loud on the highway. I had an exhaust on the Focus RS and driving that across country. Well, technically my wife was in that. She drove that. I drove the Veloceran when we first moved out here. She said that was just annoying. So I don't want it to be like super loud that it's just going to be annoying on like long distance runs and stuff like that. So I don't want to, probably won't, but who knows, maybe I will. We don't know. But yeah, so a couple other things I want to do. I think as like to the outside, I still want to get a little bit extra little ditch lights, a couple other like little things to put a little of my own personal touch to it, and then probably doing the rooftop tent at some point. I've actually just been looking like on Facebook Marketplace. People sell them like used. People like, they think that they're going to use them, they really don't. They sell them after using them like twice. So I might go that route. I might try to actually get one when we go back on the East Coast. I might be able to find one out there too. We'll see. I don't know. I'll keep my eye out. If I can find one for like a good deal, I'll probably buy one, because I know I do want to get one. I do want to get, I think, a hard cover or a hard shell one. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited. This build is going along quickly and we're getting a lot of things done. But speaking of doing cross-country road trips, if you didn't see this video, check this video out. This was our quick setup inside of my Jeep Wrangler Unlimited when we went to Florida from Los Angeles, California. Check out this setup. Interesting how we did things with that, so you can really see the difference from that to what we're planning on doing with this. Check this video out. See you guys in the next one.